It's 1 p.m. A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the news at 1 here on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I am Charity Jerome. First, the news headlines. Governor Autumn formally petitions IGP over assassination attempt. Parents of 39 abducted students beg Governor El Rufai to negotiate with bandits. On the foreign scene, North Korea fires 2 ballistic missiles into Sea of Japan. And in sports, Ukraine holds France in 2022 World Cup qualifier. Details of these and more coming shortly. Benue State Governor Samuel Autumn has formally presented a petition to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Mohammed Adamu, over last Saturday's attempt by gunmen suspected to be herdsmen to kill him. It was gathered that the IG has also ordered the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of Force Intelligence Bureau, Mr. Tijani Baba, to expedite action on the investigation. Force Public Relations Officer Mr. Frank Mba told newsmen last night that Autumn met with the IG at the police headquarters Abuja and formally presented the petition to him. The meeting came days after an assassination attempt on the governor by suspected armed herdsmen. A group, Fulani Nationalist Movement, had claimed responsibility for the attack. The presidency has stated categorically that there is no rift between President Muhammadu Buhari and his strong ally, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In a statement by Mr. Garba Shehu, the senior special assistant to the president stated that the two leaders have a very strong commitment to the All Progressives Congress APC towards bringing change, adding that it is a commitment they have made to the Nigerian people. According to Mr. Shehu, recent reports of a rift between the two leaders of the party are false, describing it as the handiwork of some media mischief makers. Mr. Shehu stated that to President Buhari, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu remains one of the most respected political leaders in the country who has stuck to his principles in the face of all adversities. The Nigerian Senate has suspended the plenary for the next 3 weeks to allow senators to celebrate Easter with their constituents. Senate President Ahmed Lawan made the announcement at the close of plenary yesterday. He said the break will last till Tuesday, April 13, 2021, however adding that critical committee engagement of the Senate will continue within the period. Lawan also said that on resumption from the Easter break, the Senate will receive reports from its committees on Petroleum Industry Bill PIB and the Electoral Act Amendment Bill for consideration.
The Senate will proceed on its Easter break, but our committees will continue to do their work. The joint committee that is considering the petroleum industry bill is working very hard to ensure that we receive the report as soon as we resume plenary in April. Our committee on the review of the Constitution under the chairmanship of the Deputy President of the Senate is working around the clock. In fact, even tomorrow, I think there will be a meeting announced here. And so many other committees are working very hard. So this is just for the plenary to be closed. But of course, our committees will continue to work. The Easter break will last from the 25th of this month, March, to 13th April 2021. Happy Easter.
Still on legislative matters, the Senate has moved to end the negative trend of open urination and defecation in the country with the consideration of a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of a Clean Nigeria agency. The bill, which scaled second reading at plenary, was sponsored by Senator Clifford Odia. Leading the debate on the general principles of the bill, Senator Odia said open defecation poses serious economic, social, health hazards, effects on the people, community, and the environment. According to the lawmaker, the economy is not spared from the scourging effect of open defecation, as Nigeria loses over 455 billion naira annually to poor sanitation.
Economy is not spared from the scourging effect of open defecation as Nigeria loses over 405 billion or $3 billion annually due to poor sanitation. This works out to be $2 per capita per year and constitutes 1.3% of Nigeria's GDP. This is a World Bank report of 2012. According to the same report, open defecation alone costs Nigeria over $1 billion a year. The market potential of sanitation in the country is indeed very huge for both government and the private sector to take advantage of. Considering the above negative impacts and socio-economic opportunities of shameful practice of urinating and defecating in the open, there is no gainsaying, however, that providing a legal framework and creating an agency in the form of subsidiary legislation to prohibit open urination and defecation is not only imminent, but long overdue.
Supporting the passage of the bill, Senator Emmanuel Boacha called for a practical action to solve the problem of open urination and defecation in the country.
Going by the character of this bill, clearly, if passed second reading, will help strengthen the policy statement that was earlier issued. We are aware that there was a drive towards achieving this open, defecation-free environment. But because it has not been put into law or given a legislative teeth, probably that is why Nigerians have not treated it with the desired discipline. And I pray, Mr. President, that this bill will be given the needed support so that Nigeria will come out a clean nation with clean people, with clean attitudes.
The bill, after scaling second reading, was referred by the President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, to the Committee on Water Resources. The committee was given 4 weeks to report back to the upper chamber. And back in Oyo State, Governor Seyi Makinde has fired the contractor handling the rehabilitation of the Ibadan Circular Road over what he called the unsatisfactory slow pace of work on the project. Makinde, however, said his administration would complete the 32-kilometer stretch, the first phase of the road, before the end of his tenure on May 28, 2023. The governor gave the assurance during a tour of the project, even as he promised that the contractor, ENL Consortium Construction Company, would be paid for the work done. The governor, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Taiwo Adisa, said the contractor would not be able to deliver the road in another 20 years if allowed to continue at the slow pace. Elsewhere, Delta State government has asked the federal government to return the £4.2 million James Ibori loot being repatriated to Nigeria by the United Kingdom. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa believes that since the money was stolen from the state, it would only be just to return the funds back to the state.
We have written a formal letter of protest to Mr. President, which we have also copied the office of the Attorney General. You see, many people will possibly want to see me shout about those things, but I believe in going through a bureaucratic process, and many times we have had successes through that. I believe that ours is to convince the federal government for them to know that actually that money ought to be returned to Delta, or if it's not going to be returned directly to Delta, it must be spent on projects that are within Delta. Otherwise, the people of Delta will feel cheated.
The protest by the state is in reaction to the decision by the federal government to spend the funds on federal projects. Nigeria and the UK had signed a memorandum of understanding on March 9 for the repatriation of the funds stolen by Ibori, a former Delta State governor. But the developments became mired in controversy shortly after the MOU was signed, when the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, revealed the money will be spent by the federal government. And to Kaduna State now, parents of the 39 abducted students of the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization in the Mando Igabi local government area of Kaduna State have appealed to the state governor Nasir El-Rufai to negotiate with the bandits to secure the release of their wards. The parents expressed grave worry over 2 weeks after their children were kidnapped by gunmen who stormed their hostels. The students, of course, are yet to be released. The bandits attacked the school on March 12th and kidnapped 23 female and 16 male students. The gunmen later released the video and demanded 500 million naira to free the students. Speaking today, a member of staff of the school and a representative of the affected parents, Sani Friday, said the parents are afraid bandits may kill their children if the government deploy force. Friday, whose 2 daughters were amongst the students captured, appealed to Governor El-Rufai to adjust his no payment of ransom stance to facilitate the release of the students. You're listening to the news at 1 p.m. here on Splash 105.5 FM. Still ahead, North Korea fires 2 ballistic missiles into Sea of Japan. And in sports, Ukraine holds France to draw in 2022 World Cup qualifier. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll bring you details of these and other stories. Stay with us.
If you want big race, nothing's gonna stop you now. As long as you reach out with Great Nigeria Insurance PLC, your greatness is now.
Ìfòyà kò sí fún wa mọ́ o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la ò sì pàdánù mọ́. Great Nigeria Insurance PLC ní ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ wa. Tí ìjàmbá ọkọ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí ilẹ̀ tàbí ẹrù àti ọjà wa lórí omi tàbí lójú òfurufú, iná jó dúkìá tàbí àwọn alọ́kọ́lọ́ kígbe ni àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ilé-iṣẹ́ adójútòfò tí ẹ ti mọ̀ bí ẹni mowó ni. Kápá ẹ̀ wọ́n ti ń bá bọ̀ ọjọ́ pẹ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí tó dájú. Ẹ pé ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ 234-134-29161. Ẹ̀rọ ayélujára info@greatnigeriaplc.com. Great Nigeria Insurance PLC ilé-iṣẹ́ mádàndófò tó pèrègèdè.
Honey, let's get ready for Easter like no other.
Here we go again. Money, spending.
Come on, honey. Plenty options for us to pick from the Foodco Easter Sales Bonanza. Celebrate Easter with range of incredible low prices.
Really, darling?
Yes, of course. For flash sale incredible offer. Buy Big Bull Rice 25 kg at 11,999 naira 99 kobo. And get Coca-Cola 50cl pack of 12. And Sunola Soya Oil 1 liter free.
What?
Other great offers include Malta Guinness pack of 6 at 749 naira 99 kobo. Milo Energy drink 500 gram refill at 949 naira 99 kobo. Buy Binotton Blender BLG 403 and get Lola Soya Oil 1.9 liters free. Dry Iron D1 108 and get Sunlight Detergent 900 gram free. Plus many more mouth-watering offers this Easter at Foodco.
Wow.
And take advantage of Foodco Easter Awu, available in all Foodco outlets in Ibadan. Promo runs from 26th March to 5th April. Offers available while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply.
Iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná a máa fúnni ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ a sì máa mú ìdẹ̀rùn wá láti wá dènà ìjàmbá iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná. Ojúlówó wáyà tàbí kébù ló yẹ ká fi fa iná nínú ilé, lọ́fíìsì àti nínú ìlú. Pure wires and cables ní àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná àti àwọn agbaṣẹ́ṣe yàn láàyò. Ojúlówó ni, kì í bó lára, kò kì í jóná àbáàdì, kì í kán sínú, ó sì fi ni lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Ìdí nìyí tí Standard Organization of Nigeria fi fòǹtẹ̀tẹ̀ tí Nigeria Electrical Contractors náà fi dìbò fún. Bí copper cable ṣe wà ní aluminium cable ń bẹ nípele lówó tí kò gún pa. Pure wires and cables tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Kaman ló ṣe ojúlówó wires and cable jáde. Olú iléeṣẹ́ Pure Wires and Cables Limited wà ní Afrins Compound, Fort Gate, number 122/132, Oṣòdì Apapa Expressway, Ìyànà Ìsọlọ̀ bus stop, Lagos. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní 080-803-03257. Pure Wires and Cables. Ìrọ̀rùn fi iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná.
Àdùkẹ́dùkẹ́ káàárọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi ṣé dáadáa ni ojú ẹ̀ máa kàn rẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ṣé kò sí.
wo gbogbo ẹ̀ kàn dàbí nǹkan oje mo ń ronú bí mo ṣe máa lọ sọ́jà láti lọ ra nǹkan tí mo nílò ní ilé nìjàre ó sì ń dààmú ọkàn mi lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
ṣoṣo tí gbọ̀ngbà food locker ni ibì kan ṣoṣo tí o ti lè ra gbogbo ohun tẹ́nu jẹ lóríṣiríṣi lówó tí ò ga jara lọ. ṣo tó fẹ́ gbọ́ food locker máa gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ wá báyìí níbikíbi tó bá wà ìwọ ṣáà ti lọ sórí www.foodlocker.com.ng tọ́ka sí ohun gbogbo tó bá fẹ́ láì fàkókò ṣòfò wọ́n á sì gbé wá báyìí o lè rí àwọn oúnjẹ bíi iṣu gàrí ẹran èdè ẹ̀fọ́ adìyẹ èso kódà wọ́n tún ta ògì pẹ̀lú àti àwọn ohun èlò oúnjẹ ilẹ̀ òkèèrè. Wo jára ẹ̀ kàn sí wọn lórí www.foodlocker.com.ng kó ra gbogbo nǹkan nírọ̀rùn.
Olú ilé-iṣẹ́ wọn wà ní Ìbàdàn. Wọ́n sì tún lè fi ṣọwọ́ sí yín níbikíbi tí ẹ bá wà.
Kódà o lè lọ sórí Google Play Store láti gba app wọ sórí ẹ̀rọ alágbèéká.
Ìròyìn ayọ̀ gbà lèyí o. Ó ṣí ọ̀rẹ́ mi, okú àgbálẹ̀ mi. www.foodlocker.com.ng ní ìdáhùn sí ìbéèrè mi.
Fún àlàyé síwájú sí, ẹ pè Foodlocker sórí 0903-178-7037. Foodlocker, ra gbogbo oúnjẹ lójú kan, ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé.
Do you know you can study in Hungary and Cyprus with ease?
Yes, the representative of Istvan University in Hungary and European University of Levsk in North Cyprus are at your beck and call here in Ibadan, Nigeria.
These schools are in partnership with the Edu Consort of Ruscon Travels and Tours Limited, and over the years, several students have gained admission and visa to study and get their degree by leveraging on this partnership. Ruscon Travels and Tours Limited is your link to study in Istvan University in Hungary and North Cyprus European University of Levsk.
Two world-class universities with campuses located in a serene and friendly environment. You pay zero deposit and service charge until your visa is secured. For more inquiries, call 0816-932-9152. Again, 0816-932-9152.
Our office is at number 53 MKO Abiola Way, Ajegbe Bus Stop, Ring Road, Ibadan, Oyo State. On Facebook and Instagram at Ruscon Travels NG. Ruscon Travels and Tours. All right, let's go to Hungary and Cyprus for qualitative education.
Splash FM 105.5.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us here on the news at 1 p.m. Turning to the foreign scene now, North Korea has fired 2 ballistic missiles into the Sea of Japan, the first such test since Joe Biden became U.S. president. Under UN Security Council resolutions, Pyongyang is banned from testing ballistic missiles considered threatening weapons. Both Japan and South Korea have condemned the test. It comes just days after North Korea reportedly fired 2 non-ballistic missiles into the Yellow Sea. Japan said no debris had fallen within its territorial waters. European Union leaders are to hold virtual talks to discuss ways of boosting COVID vaccine supplies and improving the rollout of doses across the 27-nation bloc. The European Union, or European Commission rather, will today ask leaders to support plans for added controls on vaccine exports, which could affect supply to the UK. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson earlier warned against imposing blockades. The virtual summit comes as a third wave of coronavirus infections sweeps across much of mainland Europe. And now to sports. France was held to a surprise draw by Ukraine as they got their 2022 World Cup qualifying campaign underway. The world champions began confidently and deservedly went ahead when Antoine Griezmann superbly coiled a left-foot effort into the corner from 18 yards. However, Ukraine held firm in defense and leveled when Serhiy Sidochuk's deflected shot wrong-footed France goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. And Chelsea defender Fikayo Tomori is reportedly set to join AC Milan in a permanent £27 million deal. Milan have decided to activate a clause to clinch the defender's signing after an impressive loan season. According to reports, Tomori will reportedly sign a 5-year deal with the Italian side to bring his time at Chelsea to an end. Tomori's loan move includes an option to make the deal permanent, and Milan have reportedly decided to activate this. Well, just before we go, here's a quick recap of the major headlines. Governor Autumn has formally petitioned the IGP over assassination attempt. Parents of the 39 abducted students have begged Governor El-Rufai to negotiate with the bandits. On the foreign scene, we told you that North Korea has fired 2 ballistic missiles into the Sea of Japan. And in sports, you heard that France were held by Ukraine to a draw in the 2022 World Cup qualifiers. For more details on the news, you can visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download Splash FM mobile app on iOS, BlackBerry World, and Google Play Store to listen live, get news updates, and opinion poll. You can also report an event live to us through the iReport feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5 and then click to download. We now have come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawuwo, assisted by Ayo Olugusi. I am Charity Jerome. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.